Hey, what's going on, family? It's Brother Andrew back again with another video, and today we're going to be discussing the iPad and its accessibility features. Cue the intro. Like we discussed in the intro, we're going to be discussing the iPad and its accessibility features. And for the purpose of this video, I'll be using the 9th generation iPad with Wi-Fi capabilities, and it's a 64 gig. This right here is pretty much the entry-level iPad. I think it retails for around about 400. Maybe you may be finding, I think it might be under 400, like 300 and something bucks. But I've been using it for my schooling and a little bit of business, and you know, it's a really good value. So you know, I recommend picking up the iPad for, especially for my iOS users, because it compares good with other Apple devices. So let's get right into the main part of this video, which are the accessibility. Man, I'm a lot of letters, man. I'm a lot of letters, man. Accessibility features of the iPad. All right, I'm gonna share my iPad screen with you guys so you can see exactly what I'm doing. That way you can easily find these accessibility features and begin to implement them in your workflow to help you out. Or even if you don't decide not to use it, you can show somebody who may, you know, have some use of these features. All right, so the first thing I'm going to discuss as a accessibility feature is this pointer right here. Now this is very good for people like myself with large hands who like to touch a lot of different things at once. You know what I'm saying? You can use this pointer and it can really, you know, help you, you know, pinpoint where you want to press on the screen without messing with anything else or anything like that. So like for people who may have impairments of the limbs where they just, you know, can't touch the screen as well, or they're using different body parts, like you can control this with your knuckle, or any different, it's many different applications you can use this for. I just happen to use it sometimes because then I have big hands and I sometimes touch a lot of the icons at the same time, especially when trying to type on the iPad, you know, and we'll go into typing and some things we could do accessibility features with that as well. But for this, how to access this accessibility, you go into settings and you're gonna wanna scroll down. You're gonna scroll down to accessibilities, and then you're gonna want to click on that, and then you're gonna want to go to touch, and then you're gonna want to go to assistive touch, and then you can turn assistive touch on or off. See how the dot disappears when you click that? Okay, cool. So now once you have it on, you can customize what it actually does. So you can, as you can see, you can change the visual of the sensor, and you could use it for many different things. You can create different type of gestures. These are just a few of the options that you can use. I mainly use it as a pointer, especially when you're recording videos. People can see, you know, where you're telling them to go. Like going to accessibilities, we're gonna go over here to assistive touch, and we're gonna change that setting, and then, you know, so that's another good way you could utilize this accessibility feature. Okay, the second thing we're gonna go into that I find very useful is, and it's not listed in the accessibility under the settings, but it is an accessibility feature, and it's going into do not disturb mode. And this right here, it could be, you know, very important for people who have issues like attention deficit disorders or things like that, where it's vital for you to stay focused on one task at a time and not get sidetracked. And I use this myself when I don't want to be distracted. Like I don't want notifications popping up of the game I like to play when I'm trying to, you know, study for this exam I got tomorrow. Like, I want to be focused. I don't want to get sidetracked. I don't want a text message pop up or somebody trying to, you know, hang out when I'm trying to focus on, you know, this business work that I have to get done. So, you know, I use this a lot. And how you access this feature is you're gonna come up here to the top corner, and you're gonna swipe down, and you simply come over to this moon shaped icon that says focus, and you're gonna tap it, and then you can just click on do not disturb, and now you just put your iPad in a do not disturb mode, and no notifications will come through, and you could just really focus on being productive and doing the work that you have accomplished. But the thing about this feature that's really cool is it has multiple different type of settings you can set. So you can set it for personal, you could do it for work. Mainly, these are different type of settings you can have inside the do not disturb. So, you know, maybe you want to only allow emergency phone calls to come through when you're doing work. So you would go into personal, and then you would, you know, set up who's allowed to, you know, contact you when you're in do not disturb mode. And you can change it between work or personal, or you can customize it any way, shape. Spoken content, and this is very good for, you know, visually impaired people. I've seen visually impaired people use this, especially on iPhones, you know, because iPhones have the similar accessibility feature, and this is good because you could touch the screen of the iPad, and the iPad will pretty much tell you what's on the screen. So we'll go to spoken content, and it has gestures you could pick and choose. You can control a lot of us, you know, we hear more faster than we can speak.
Speak selection read selected content. Speak selection read selected content.
And you could select different pronunciations and all different type of things. So with that right there was a few accessibility features that the iPad has to offer. If you feel like you got any value from this video, hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. Brother Andrew out.